Hey everyone, so I just wanted to show you some quick tips on how to do a proper squat to avoid knee pain. So some of you might not know, I've actually already had knee surgery on my right knee, and after having that surgery, I learned some tips on how to do exercises with avoiding knee pain or knee injury or even knee surgery. So one of the common exercises that people have knee problems with is the squat, and a lot of people have heard to make sure you don't get your knees over your toes, but when I heard that, I never understood that. So instead of focusing on the knees over the toes, I focused on the hips, and that's how I learned how to do a proper squat. So one of the first things I have people do when doing a squat is just to make hip circles right like this. Make sure you make big hip circles going forward, backwards, side to side, and also reverse it right here. This really gets the hips warmed up, and it gets you to learn all your hip movements, okay? And after you do this, you want to make sure you just focus on forward and backwards. And I know this seems really silly, but this is what has really helped me learn how to do the squat. So when you get your hips forward and backwards, you realize that this is forwards and this means your knees are over your toes. You don't want to do that. You want to get it forward, backwards. Your hips are back. This, when your hips are back, that's when you want to go ahead and sit down and do the squat. Okay? So that means your hips are backwards. That means your knees aren't over your toes right here. And for a lot of people, a lot of my clients, this has helped avoid knee pain for them because they learn how to get their hips back and do a squat properly. Okay? So some of you already do this and you're still finding that you have knee pain. Well, one of the problems might be that you're actually, when you come down on the squat, you're fine. But when you come up, a lot of people bring their knees in like this. So it's a lot of people, they lose control and they bring their knees in. And this is what hurts your knees. So you want to focus on pushing your legs outward when you come up. And a lot of times that's hard to do. So something that helps is a resistance band or a hip band, and that forces you to concentrate on pushing your hips out. The reason is having a hip band brings your knees in like this already, so you gotta push your legs out when you come down in the squat and force your legs to keep pushing out when you come up. That way, you're gonna learn how to do a squat, avoiding bringing your knees in on the way up. If you don't have a resistance band and you have a partner, you can go ahead and have them sit right in front of you, have their hands right here, and push your legs out right like that. That should really help you avoid the knee pain that you're gonna get when you're doing the squat. Okay? If either of those methods don't help you, go ahead and find a chair. Sometimes it helps to do an exercise backwards to really learn how to do it the right way. So a lot of people, their legs come in like this. When you're sitting in the chair, you want to make sure your feet are in front of you, you're sitting nice and tall, your legs are at 90 degrees, and you stand up. So this is the reverse way of doing a squat, which is simply just standing. And when you go ahead and sit back down, focus on getting your feet in the right position and standing back up again. Okay, one more time. You don't want your legs in here. That's not going to learn how to do the proper squat. You're going to have your legs out right here. Okay? So even though it's backwards, eventually once you get the hang of it, your body will learn the motion, how to do the proper squat, so you're going to avoid the knee pain. So these are just 3 tips you can do to help make your squat perfect and help you avoid knee pain when you're doing the squat exercise. And if you have any more questions, please ask me. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching. Bye.